All right, guys, good morning. Good morning. We're talking about bloodlines today. I know I had someone ask me a while back about what was my opinion on what's the best bloodline and what do I like the best and whatnot. And I guess for that answer, I wouldn't be able to answer it with saying one bloodline. What I like is to get several different bloodlines, find what I like out of all of them, and then try to breed those dogs to get a very high percentage of the qualities that I want and not the qualities that I don't. So when it comes to bloodlines, that's something of opinion, something that I might like, somebody else might not like, and something that somebody else might like, I might not like. So it's always something that's, based on that. So in every bloodline, like how I was saying, you're going to find goods and you're going to find bads. Some are going to have more goods than bads. Some are going to have more bads than goods. Just because one dog has more bads than goods doesn't mean there's something in there that he does have great that you want to continue and try to breed and get out of another dog, producing another dog that has that trait, but trying to eliminate all the bad ones. And sometimes you could do that. It's very possible. You get a dog that has a whole mess of bad traits you don't like, but it has this one outstanding trait that you love and you really appreciate, and you want to just carry that. You want to carry that trait on. You don't want to carry nothing else about him or about her. You want to carry that one trait on. So you breed them, and then you produce a puppy that has that trait plus some of the other ones you like that you wanted. Now you accomplished what you wanted to accomplish. Now sometimes you'll get it, and you'll get that one trait. And you're like, yes, I got that one trait, but I still picked up a couple of other traits that I didn't want from that dog. Okay, what can I do from here now to get rid of those couple other traits and still keep the trait that I wanted, that I got? How do I do that? And that's what this breeding thing is all about, is always trying to become better and always trying to make the dog that you seek. Like, one people, oh, I like his dogs, oh, I like his dogs. That's your opinion. If you like his dogs, you like his dogs. Oh, I like my dogs, I like mine. If you like your dogs, you like your dogs. That's an opinion thing. Your job is to always make the breed better, to always improve what you got. That's the main thing. And if you can only at least maybe keep what you got, well, then you better at least be keeping it. Because if you're going backwards and backwards and you're starting to make really, really small dogs when you came from a little bit bigger sized dogs, or you start making a whole mess of outcrossing and outcrossing and outcrossing and outcrossing and outcrossing. Outcrosses are great. I love outcrosses. Some of the best dogs you can find are going to be an outcross. Yes. But if you get a certain bloodline and you outcross, you're not working with the same bloodline no more. You've changed that bloodline. So that's why it's always so good to keep the families tight on certain bloodlines and outcross every so often. And in some dogs, it's good maybe to outcross a little bit more than often, but you never want to leave the true root values unless you're trying to leave those true root values of where you started and where you were in the start, of what the original American Pitbull Terrier should be, But if you want to, you have something you weren't happy with and you want to try to make it better over the years, that's what we all want. Do that. But remember, always try to keep some families, pretty tight so that one day those families can still be those families. Because if we outcross too much, then we're going to lose that. All right, guys, how you guys doing back there? Yeah, morning rambling with True. Did I cover everything? I don't even know if I covered everything. Let me see what else I can ramble about. Come on, guys. Let's go. Let's get it. 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 Work. Come on. Work. Let's go. Work. Let's go. Work. Let's go. What's that, boy? What's that, girl? Yep, once in a while I sing to them, get them going. Sometimes I got to do that a little bit longer. That sucks. But anyway, man, I guess we'll leave it off here, man. Good morning. Have a great day. Hope you guys picked up something on what I've said. And remember, it's opinions. Anything I say is opinions. My opinion. It's not everybody's opinion. So, all right. I wanted to add something. Before I left off, I wanted to add something. Remember, in every bloodline, not every dog's gonna come out the same way for that bloodline. So just because you have a heavy certain bloodline dog doesn't mean that certain dog is gonna carry all the characteristics that are known for that bloodline. And I'm gonna tell you why. All right, a lot of times, sometimes people might think that, oh, I got this certain bloodline, but they don't realize once you get a certain distance away from those dogs, then you can't really consider it that bloodline anymore. There's been too many outcrossing, too many this, too many mixing, too many that. You can't really consider it and take that. So always make sure that if you're gonna judge a bloodline, make sure you truly got that bloodline, and the dog that started that bloodline, you can at least find them several times on your dog's pedigree. Then you know you're working with that bloodline. If you don't have that dog's name on the bloodline that's on there like that, and there's a lot, or if not, right after the 7th generation pedigree, he's there a lot, or she's there a lot, then that's not that bloodline. That's already a new bloodline that they've created over the years with different breeders, or maybe one certain breeder, he's been doing certain things. That's a new bloodline already. So always keep that in mind when you're judging on the bloodline. Make sure you have the bloodline. And if you're not, and you don't have that scenario where that dog that started that bloodline is loaded in there, and you're working with something else, look for the dog that you see the most in there. The dog that you see the most in there, that's pretty much his blood. That's pretty much the characteristics of that dog or her that you're gonna get in that breeding when you see a lot of them. So then you go from there. Then you start using that, okay, this was my main dog in the pedigree. This is what they did. Now this is what I gotta do if you want to continue that family, unless you want to switch it all up again. And then that's where I start saying, you know, we're losing the breed by continuing to get a certain bloodline and outcross, and then give it to somebody else, and then they're outcrossing, and then give it to somebody else, and they're outcrossing. That's never no good. Now, if with this one person, he does that for years, and he does that for your outcrossing and all kind of stuff, and he sticks to what he's doing and whatever, then that could be good if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing and you're creating good dogs. But if you're not going to do that like that, and then you go look and you go get these dogs and you purchase a dog that's already been done 2 or 3 times like that, and then now you're coming to try to put it to something new that you want, don't expect that to give you high percentages, because that won't. You're going to get lucky flukes is what you're going to get. Lucky flukes here and there. Oh, I got a great dog out of it. But you're not going to get the percentage game where you have like the whole litter almost fucking jumping out the kitchen. And that's the whole goal, is to have almost the whole litter jumping out the kitchen, maybe 1 or 2 that are a little bit more calmer for families and stuff like that. That's how you really want it. But that's my opinion, and opinion are like assholes. Like that one dog, man, that looks like an asshole said one time. Opinions are like assholes. And if you look at him, he looks like an asshole. And if do I look like an asshole? Maybe I do look like an asshole, huh? Look like a straight booty hole. Booty hole. Booty hole.